the Cosmos ecosystem. It's grown so much. 91 zones now, and almost all of these are their own independent layer 1 chains connected through the Cosmos IBC. But that being said, on the whole, Cosmos projects have not had a good run so far in 2024. Many of them are down, some of them are down really big. But quality is quality in the crypto space, and a great ecosystem really is something special. And so that means once again, we're bargain hunting. We're looking at 3 of our favorite altcoin projects that are deeply undervalued in the Cosmos ecosystem. Welcome to the channel. My name is Maddie and this is Altcoin Buzz. All the best of luck if you choose to invest, and I do wish you well. Just remember that I'm not a financial or investment advisor, and that as such, this video is not official financial or investment advice. And the first project that we are considering today is Kujira, ticker KUJI, K-U-J-I. You know that we like this one and actually have for a while. It's been in our master portfolio now for over a year. And the narrative behind Kujira in a nutshell is real yield. That's the important factor here. And its USK stablecoin is growing slowly but steadily at nearly $7 million in market cap. 60% of the total supply of KUJI is staked, which is good. That means users, of course, believe in the project. And we should also consider that KUJI is non-inflationary. That's good. Plus, Fin is the first fully decentralized and 100% on-chain DEX, while Orca lets you buy liquidated assets from loans at a discount. And that's because the mission statement of Kujira is that everyone deserves to be a whale, meaning not just VCs, not just big investors who would otherwise normally get access to discounted assets. And so there's a lot to like about this project. We certainly have our fair share of Orca fans and users here at Altcoin Buzz. Let's consider now the KUJI token, which has had a pretty nice 12 months. Extremely volatile, no doubt, but it is up about 100% or up 2 times over the course of the last 12 months. That's even after coming down off of its highs in late 2023 and early 2024. But like I said, lately, KUJI holders have been seeing a lot of red candles. Over the last 30 days, it's down a good 25%. And from its recent high in mid-December of $5.29, it's down about 80% to $1.70 right now, as you can see, as I record. That's the biggest decline, actually, of the 3 projects that we're considering in this video. But the fact is that no fundamentals are different when it comes to Kujira. They haven't messed up. They haven't mismanaged anything. And other than some complaints on crypto Twitter as to why the team is not pursuing tier 1 exchange listings, there's really no dissatisfaction with project performance either. The one thing in the market that has changed and which affects Kujira is that real yields, it's not as hot a narrative at the moment as perhaps it was in the past. Right now, we know that Bitcoin, L2s, and ordinals, those are big. So is Solana and its meme coins, plus the 3 big narratives that we talk about on a regular basis, AI, RWA, and DPIN. Those are the sectors that are gobbling up all the attention right now. And so that's probably partially responsible for the declining price we've seen in KUJI. But look, things come around and things change. So for example, gaming, DeFi, maybe app chains, and real yield will come back into favor. That being said, Kujira is a great project. Like I said, the fundamentals are unchanged. And if you're looking at the price of KUJI at an 80% discount from 5 months ago, it's probably worth a second look. Next up, we're looking at Injective, ticker INJ, which really was the hot thing for a while during the bear market. It's got a hot narrative in terms of its positioning and still is very much a leader in app chains. What we like about app chains is that all the trade-offs made in the blockchain trilemma are planned in advance, so you know what to expect. Injective's specialty is as a financial app chain, meaning that security, speed, and scalability are important. And those are 3 of the main reasons why they chose to build on Cosmos. And while they want to maintain decentralization too, financial apps need more than just that. Think about if you started a trading app or a lending app. You'd also say the security of customer financial information, data, and the scalability to do enough transactions so you can make money are of the utmost importance. In fact, if I'm going to be honest, both of these variables are more important than decentralization. And I'm not trashing decentralization, that's important too. But from the customer perspective, when it comes to financial app chains, scalability and security are actually more important in this context. Looking at the token over the course of the last year, it's had a nice 12 months. It's up about 250%. That's also accounting for the most recent dip. That's better than most projects out there, including Bitcoin, actually. But the last few months have not been as kind to holders of INJ. Let's look here at the last 3 months, so the last 90 days. In the last 30 days in particular, we're down a little bit, almost flat, but down to the tune of 5 to 10%, which is not as much compared to most altcoins in the span of the last month. So take that for what you will. Maybe it's a silver lining. But zooming out once again, the recent high in mid-March was $52. And today, just a couple months later, it's down about 50%, $26.61 as I record. And I'm going to sound like I'm repeating myself here, but once again, we see no difference in fundamentals. And there's also no negative news, no catastrophic updates or hacks or actually something to cause this big decline. So other than following the general trend lines of the market, we really see no reason for this token to be down in price. As always, do your own research, but we think this is a pretty good entry point for a solid project.
And so if this market pulls back hard under this level and then consolidates and comes back, we're likely to sell and stall.
Okay, and last but not least here today in the Cosmos ecosystem, we're considering Osmosis, whose ticker is Osmo, OSMO. Osmosis is the top AMM and DEX in Cosmos. Some would argue that's because the Cosmos IBC works so well to move between chains that DEXs are less necessary. And yes, if I wanted to move between Kujira chain and Osmosis, I would use IBC. But for example, if I wanted to swap Atom, ATOM, for Akash, AKT, it's often faster and cheaper to use Osmosis than IBC. Plus, both native USDC and Axelar bridged USDC are both available on Osmosis for those that need to work in and out of stablecoins. This is a huge difference maker for a lot of people out there. Maybe it applies to you, maybe it doesn't, but the fact is that a lot of people can use this kind of functionality. Once again, here we're looking at the token and zooming out to the 1 year perspective. It's up a little bit over the course of the last 12 months, to be fair, but it's been, again, a volatile upswing and a rather turbulent and violent downtrend over these last few months. After reaching a recent high of $1.96 in early January, it's certainly been mostly downward since that time. It's down about 60% since that January high, and yet, again, we see no major difference here in terms of fundamentals or performance. So, if you have the patience to hold a little bit longer, Osmo, OSMO, looks to be at a good price right now in terms of a buy entry. If you were to buy today at just below 84 cents and we were to once again achieve that all-time high set just in January, you would more than double your investment, and that's saying nothing of a longer-term all-time high.